Hi guys, this is Becca with Day by Design Planners, and I'm going to be doing an updated overview of my digital planners today. So let's get right to it. First off, I wanted to say that if you're watching this because you've already bought it, thank you very much. If you're thinking about buying it, you can get it on my Etsy shop, daybydesignplanners.etsy.com. I am using an iPad Pro, but you can use another tablet as long as it is PDF reader, and we'll use a smart pencil. So it should work on any tablet that does that. I have also had people use it on their phones, so kind of tiny, but if that works for you. So this is the planner I'm working. It's a monthly, weekly planner. This is the latte version of it. There's not really hardly any color on it. Any color you can add. I also have a pink version of it with different colors of pink. But today, for our purposes, we're going to be using the latte color. I also have open my sticker book. We'll be using that. A sticker book comes with it for free. It's stickers I've made, and I'm not an artist, so that's why it's free. And I'll show that to you later. But I'm using GoodNotes 5. It will work on other PDF readers, but that's what I'm using for this. I provide files for GoodNotes 5 and then a PDF that can work with other tablets. And basically, once you open GoodNotes, you just would go to the folder you want to put it in and press your new button and import, and go to wherever you've downloaded your files. Again, if that's a GoodNotes file, just bring the GoodNotes file in. If it's PDF, there's also a PDF file. As far as the sticker book goes, there's also a GoodNotes sticker book, and then there's a PDF sticker book. And just in case the PDFs aren't selecting on that, I also have included all the PNGs for the stickers. There's over 200 stickers that come with it for free. Okay, so let's get started. I'm not really going to go in depth in GoodNotes because this is not a GoodNotes tutorial, but showing you how to use it, I will be showing you some of the attributes of GoodNotes. So looking at the planner, you can see it is bound on the side. And I did that intentionally because if you have your rings in the middle, it just takes up a lot more of your available space. And I have the tabs down the side for the months, and then I have tabs across the top that are more special tabs. There are over 170 links inside the planner and 117 pages. Okay, so let's get started. One of the first things you need to know is in whatever application you're using, you want to make sure that you have your links turned on. In GoodNotes, it's this guy right up here. Looks like a little pencil that's circled. That means your links are active. And when your links are active, that's when you move around. When you turn off your links, that's when you're editing and making changes, inserting things. That's just kind of the difference between links on and links off. So with our links on, which it's circled, we can jump to anywhere in our planner. For instance, we can jump to May, and that is our month view. We can make it bigger, smaller. If we tap on it, it gets the whole page, or bring it down so you can see smaller and see your bars, your tools. But this will take you to all the months, and then you just flip your page to the first week of that month. And the other way you can get around is in your index tab. It has all the months and all the weeks, and all these are links. So let's say you wanted to go to the, say, March 9th. And so March 9th is maybe the second week or third week of March. So we're going to try going the second week of March. And it's in the second week of March, and March 9th is right there. And so since we're right here, I'm going to kind of show you how we're editing here. And since we're editing, we turn off our links. And that brings a whole nother toolbar up. And like I said, I'm not going to go through all of this. There's plenty of GoodNotes videos out there, tutorials that will show you all the ins and outs of GoodNotes. So I'm just going to show you as, kind of things as I'm going. The first thing you want to do maybe is to write an appointment down. And you have different widths of pencils here. You have different pencils. You have fountain pen, ball pen, just different things. You can try them out. You have different colors you can choose, and then different widths. And so I'm just going to write here, I'm going to remind me to call the vet. And so we have a to-do list, a weekend to-do, habits, a place for any kind of notes, and then appointments, and just things to kind of pretty up there. So I can make a to-do list. I can also make it bigger if I want, if that's too small. And I'm sorry about my penmanship here, but I'm writing at a kind of funny angle. But let's say I want to track something here, and I bike, so I'm going to track my bike miles or my bike rides. And so I can either check it, yes, I did it. I could write my miles here. Or I could, if I wanted to, let's get this a little bit thicker and maybe choose a different color. And I could square out that I did it, whatever you want to do. And you also have an eraser so that you can erase whatever you've put on there if you didn't like it. Maybe I don't want to do it that way. And you notice that it's not going to erase anything that is already embedded in the PDF. It will only erase things that you've added to it. You have a highlighter. Let's see, let's come up here. Because the one thing I also do, I rode my bike on Monday, so I want to go back to black. And let's say I rode 10 miles. And so I can write that. I can do something funny. Again, my angle's really bad. But I can do that. I could highlight something if I wanted to. Say I want to... Oh, never mind. That's my eraser. I can highlight something if I wanted to, or I could erase it. Okay. The other thing I want to make mention of is, like, for instance, let's go back to our pencil. If I'm drawing a line, maybe my line's not very straight, but if I turn my symbols on here and I draw a line, it's going to kind of make it as straight for me as possible. Depending on how straight you were, it might think you were trying to do an angle if it was really bad. But also for a square, if you're trying to do a square, it can make a better looking square. And then we also have the Lasso Tool. Now, in this case, we're going to be using the Lasso Tool to bring in a sticker. So you notice I have my sticker book open here on the top, and that makes it nice for jumping back and forth. And so I'm going to jump to my sticker book. And this works the same way as the other one. It has links, and you can just go there. And so I got to make sure my links are working, because that was in edit mode. And I'm going to go to widgets, and I'm going to turn my links back off to get my toolbar and get my lasso. And let's say I want to add this little guy right here, this post-it note. And you notice I didn't draw a big circle around because I don't want to unintentionally grab anything around it. So I just do a little circle on top of it. I'm going to tap it and then I'm going to copy. I'm not going to cut it because I want to remain there. And then I'm going to come here and I'm going to paste, and I can move and I can make it bigger. I can put it wherever I want. And I could make it lopsided, whatever I want. As soon as I tap off it, it's there. I can write on it. Maybe I want to call mom. And then if I decide I don't want that message to be for call mom, I can come and erase it. And you'll notice it's not erasing the sticker. To get rid of the sticker, you actually have to come in and lasso it. And I can resize it this time, and that will help me move it, or I can just cut it and it's gone. So I can come back to my sticker book, and maybe I want to add, let's add a weather balloon here. So I've got my lasso highlighted. I'm going to copy, and I'm going to come back here, I'm going to paste. And again, I'm going to size it. So let's say it was a little overclouded on Tuesday, and I'm going to stick it there. And I could even come in and color it if I wanted to. But there's a lot of stickers in the sticker book that can come in here. And then you can write your appointments on top. And it's just whatever you decide to dump in it, you can. Let's jump over to the sticker book right now. And just as in the other one, which I didn't say yet, but this little guy right here, let's turn our links on, will always take you back home. And in the sense of the other one, I'll do that in a minute. But it's got all these different buttons here that will take you. But even inside the buttons, let's say flowers and leaves, the next page is blank for you to add any stickers that you make, or maybe you've purchased stickers. You can import them in here so the sticker book can grow with you. And let's go back home, and we'll just flip through this really quick to show you what's in here. Again, I made all these, and you get them for free, so no judging, please, on my artwork. It's kind of some fun eyes and things. Some notes, just kind of things I've played around with in one of my programs. So you get all those for free, and then you have some buttons here that you can name, and maybe you have some baby stickers and you want to name this baby stickers, you can do that. Okay, so let's go back to the book and see here is the home, and our links are on, so we're going home. The one thing I wanted to say about this home is you can insert a picture here. Say we want to insert a picture, and it puts in this picture box, and let's see what photo I might have. Well, I just took a picture of this one the other day for Easter, and so I could put this in here. It could be the picture of my kids or whatever it could be. It could be my business logo, and then you can make it bigger or smaller. You could add, like if you have a presentation of several items, you're selling several items, you could line up a presentation of all the items you sell, whatever you wanted to do. Okay, so we've talked about all these, moving around to all of these, and then the weeks in there. So let's go up to these tabs up here. We have our, gotta have our tab link on, our links on. Okay, we have our about, and here, this is where you can go to find out about things. For instance, if you want to know about adding pages, you can come to this link and it will tell you about adding pages. You could always come back to watch this video again, but if you just needed a little reminder, that might be what you want to do. Also talks about these extra tabs, about adding stickers, special, special things. So that's where you can find out more information. We talked about the index tab, and the next is the extra tabs. And this is exactly what it says. It's extra pages. And so we'll just come and go through them. We'll start with the grid page. It's a full grid page, a full dot grid page, lined, a to-do list, another to-do list, and a notes with a grid, a daily food log, meal planner, a meal planner with a shopping list, a monthly budget, a budget worksheet, monthly expenses, monthly income, a goals and gratitude, and the next should be a blank. So the idea of these extra pages is that you will copy these pages. The original should stay where it's at so that it's always there. And you will copy these pages and insert them somewhere else. So we're going to do an example of that. Let's say you want to take the monthly goals and you want to put that in front of one of your months. So we're going to come and use this outline tool. And since we were on monthly goals, it takes us right to monthly goals. And we're going to select this monthly goals and we're going to copy. And then we're going to come up here and we're going to find the place that we wanted it. Say, let's see, here is October. And okay, we're done selecting. So here's October. And we are going to add a page before. We could add it after, either way. But we're going to add it before. And we're going to paste the page that we copied. So paste that page. So now we have a goals page in front of October. So if we go look at that, let's first look at September. There is no goals page in front of it. So if we go to October, go back a page, there's our goals and gratitude page. The other way you can do it is, to me, a little harder, but say we're going to take that monthly goals and we're going to come here and we can just come down and duplicate it here, and we could drag it if we wanted to. Let's say we wanted it up here somewhere. If you found your spot, you could just drag it up there. But we don't want it there, so we are going to move it to trash. All right. Now the other thing we want to, so you know, is because we added a page in front of October, that still does not change anything about how these tabs work. They still will work the same because they are always linked to that page. And if that page moves position, it moves with it. So inserting, you can insert as many pages as you want. You just don't want to delete pages like any of these extras. You don't want to cut this page and move it. You want to copy it and move it. Okay, so now we have the miscellaneous tab, and it's similar to the extras tab, except for these don't move. You don't want to move these. You can, but the intent is these pages normally stay where they are. Just like in a paper planner, you have a password section. You're not moving passwords around. You don't have a password page here and a password page there. You have them all in one section. So that's with contacts and medications. And then these are empty tabs that you can name to be something and have it be another miscellaneous tab. For instance, maybe you want a tab for your school kids' calendars, something like that. Or maybe your work hours, whatever it is, your work schedule. So you can name this tab here. So we want to get our editing tool, and we can either write it like we've been doing. See, maybe we want to make this kids schedule. Again, excuse my writing. Or we could also insert text, and we could type kids, and we could format that, make it bigger, whatever we wanted to do. And then if we don't like that, we can always get rid of it and cut it off and name it something else. But let's put our links back on. We're going to go to passwords. And so this is your password page and contact list and medication list. And you'll notice that there was only one. So again, you might want more than one password page. So you might want, maybe this is going to be A and B, A through C, whatever you want to do it, but you need an additional password. So you go back to your outline view, passwords highlighted, come down here and duplicate that page. Now you have 2 password pages. So if we come back here, go to passwords, now we have 2 password pages. That's how miscellaneous works. That's how these buttons work. And these buttons would right now take you to a blank page. So this is where you would insert, maybe you're going to go and find a PDF somewhere on your iPad or in Dropbox or iCloud, wherever it is that you've put it, you can go and you can find it and you can insert it here. See, if you insert from, you could find your Dropbox. Okay, so that's how the buttons work. Oh, gotta put my back on. And okay, so then you have another tab called projects. It's basically the same thing. You have, but it's for projects. I provide you a couple project tabs and blank tabs if you want to add blank tabs to it, or blank buttons if you want to add different, maybe you have a certain project you're working on for work or for church, whatever, you want to label it here. You can put all your papers in there or pictures, whatever you want. Maybe you want to draw an idea, you can stick it in there. You can put a to-do list in there, and that would be for that project. The sheets I have is this project worksheet, and then I have home projects, which was the other button. And here I like to put my honeydews, and then these are all different areas of my house. And then I have a blank one if I need it. So those are the projects. Here's the year tab, and you get a year on one page, actually getting 2 years on one page. And then if you go back to years, you get a dates to remember. And this is just, you can use this for birthdays, you can use it for special events, maybe your family gatherings for a year, or maybe it's going to be your vacation schedule, whatever it is you want to use it for. And you can duplicate it and have more of them if you want. And here again, you have 2 blank buttons that you can assign to different yearly things. Maybe your kid's calendar would go here because it's kind of yearly related, or maybe a calendar for softball games, whatever it is that you can think of that might want to go there. Okay, now we jump to these blank tabs. And so you'll notice it goes to nothing, but you can input anything here you want. So if you have something that you would like to either for the year or for a portion of the year have sit here, you can do that. For instance, sometimes I like to put Christmas here, and maybe I keep Christmas list. So I can either come here and, I had the wrong thing highlighted here. I didn't want that. I could either write Christmas, or I could type Christmas and then move it over. Christmas is there. and it's on that tab. And I could put a list here of to-do lists, maybe some of the little widget lists in here, or if you had a different one you wanted, I have a to-do list back there, or just a grid page, whatever you wanted to put here for Christmas. Now, the difference between the buttons and the tabs is this. There are, like I said, 117 pages in this planner. The buttons reside on one page. They might take you to another page, and they do, but the tab form is on every page. These tabs are on every page. These tabs are on every page. The labels here are on every page, but we have added Christmas. So Christmas is only on the page of this tab. If I jump to January, let's put my links on. If I jump to January, Christmas isn't there. If I jump to projects, Christmas isn't there. If I jump back to this Christmas tab, that's where Christmas is. So that is the downside of labeling these tabs, is it's only on the page that you put the tab, that you put the label. Now, you could, if you wanted to, you could copy, you could lasso that, copy it, and jump to each of these tabs and insert Christmas. You could, if you were that driven about it, you could insert it on all 117 pages. But I would say at the most you'd want to do is jump to each tab place and insert Christmas. Me, I don't mind it. I just hit there. If I can't remember that one's Christmas, maybe if that one's Christmas and this one's Thanksgiving, say, for just off the top of my head, okay, I have to maybe make another push if I picked the wrong one. But for me, it doesn't matter that they're blank on all other tabs, because I basically remember which is on which tab. And maybe you don't even need these tabs, and that's fine. You don't have to use them. Let's see. So we've talked about all the tabs. We've talked about the upper tabs. We've talked about the sticker book. I think we covered everything. Well, yeah, I think we have covered everything. So that is, in essence, the planner. And I hope, if you're trying to figure it out, I hope that it's helped you. If you're trying to decide if it's would work for you, I hope that it will. And again, you can go to my website, daybydesignplanner.etsy.com, to purchase it. And I just wish you all a great day and a productive year. Thank you. Bye-bye.